with Lori's defensive prowess and ability to score herself.
It's an impact that's felt on both ends of the court.
It's their third trip in 4 years to the Final Four, and Loris would love nothing more than to finally make it to Championship Saturday. Final Line fans, Joel Schmidt here with Jalen Coleman-Lands. And Jalen, no midweek game this week, a little bit of a buy some time in the gym to practice. What have you guys been working on? Joel Schmidt here with Michael Finke. And Michael, being from Champaign, what does the rivalry with Missouri mean to you? All right, the Illini will look for their first road conference victory and get back to 500 in Big Ten play. Loris 0-4 all-time in the Final Four, finally looking to make it to the championship Saturday game. Of course, they have a tough battle. Calvin comes in 24-0-1. It should be quite a game Friday night, 7:30 kickoff.
Welcome to Sports Zone. I'm Ellie Cletta here with Joe Schmidt.
While the school year is wrapping up, spring sports are fighting to make sure their season lasts as long as possible. First up, track and field. Men's 800 Duhawks go 1, 2, 3, and 4 as Zach Fry leads the way at just under 2 minutes. And in the all-important men's 4x400, Josh Girt anchors the Duhawks for 3 minutes and 14 seconds, 5th best in the country. Everything was on the line at Mystique Ice Center as it was win or go home in the Eastern Conference Finals. Mid-second, Jack's now up 4-1. Saints think they got goal number 2. Refs call no goal, slow it down. Looks like it might have gone in. Tough call, but they play on. Saints have been a third-period team all year. Can they complete the comeback? Seamus Malone finds Keegan Ford along the blue line, sends the wrist shot towards the net. Dylan Gambrell with the tip. Saints cut the lead, now just 4-2 Jacks.
Joel Schmidt is there. Joel, what's going on, my man?
Thanks, guys. The Dutch and the Duhawks doing battle here in the Athletic and Wellness Center. The women will tip off in just a couple moments. It's the second to last day of the regular season, so let's take a look at the conference standings. On the women's side, the Duhawks sit second, tied for second with Buena Vista, looking for a win tonight to help secure that second seed in the first round bye in the conference tournament next week. Meanwhile, on the men's side, they also sit tied with Simpson, and they'll host Simpson on Saturday to conclude the regular season and celebrate Senior Day. One of the seniors you guys talked about at the beginning of the show, Mirko Gertschich, joining the 1,000-point club. He'll be formally recognized before the tip of the men's game tonight. Meanwhile, Caitlin Phillips enters this game just 8 points away from joining the club. On the women's side, she'll be the 9th member of that club. The game will tip off in just a couple moments. Reporting live, Joel Schmidt, back to you guys.
One of the big forces behind Duhawks women basketball is making an impact as large as her height.
There's no mistaking the 6'2" defensive force for the Duhawks.
Being tall helps, but I don't think that's everything.
With 71 blocks in 23 games, Lori certainly makes it hard for the opposition to drive into the paint.
But he has a role on the team, and that's one of my roles. And even if I'm not blocking shots, I hope that at least people maybe think twice about driving in.
What she's gotten really, really good at is a lot of people, as they're absorbing contact, they get hit and their hands go down, and Lori doesn't do that. Lori gets hit and her hands stay up.
If you try to block every shot that comes, you're going to foul out. So it's more so just letting them play into your hands.
Lori's consistent technique has allowed Loris opportunities on the other end of the court.
I've learned a lot about how aggressive to be.
Her getting a block allows us to get out in transition.
With Lori's defensive prowess and ability to score herself,
it's an impact that's felt on both ends of the court.
I wouldn't say I'm the kind of person that's like dying to get the ball, but when I do get it, I will try and make a move and score. But a lot of times it's offensive rebounds, it's my teammates dumping down to me. A lot of it isn't as much creating for myself as it is my teammates creating for me.
Reporting for Sports Zone, I'm Joel Schmidt.
Got to practice it in warm-ups and then come out strong. And
softball means so much to me.
My name is Brittany Scott, and I am the athletic trainer with women's soccer. I want to do everything possible to get better.
From North Carolina that you're bringing onto this practice field?
Well, that there's some things we need to correct. Simple as that, some things we can't do.
Where does that mentality come from?
As
Ever since I was in high school, I've always kind of been the underdog.
Hooray, it's spring.
Joel, it's actually still snowing outside.
Okay, well not quite, but with the start of spring training, everyone seems excited for baseball and softball seasons to begin. But what happens when the excitement is quickly buried by the snow that's still falling from the sky?
Walking outside every day when you're going to class and you see the snow out there, you're like, you're not getting any closer to being able to play outside.
Guys get agitated being in here. Everybody wants to be outside. It's a spring sport. You want to be outside with the grass and the fresh air, and it smells good out there, and you can feel the breeze and the sun. So, you know, people want to be outside.
Practicing indoors doesn't provide the same feeling as outdoors.
It's tough, man. It's really tough. You know, we play on a hard surface in here. You get different hops off the ball. You know, and the ball, it jumps on you. Sometimes it'll hit a seam and shoot up on you, whereas outside it stays down a lot more on the grass and in the dirt.
We have the white backdrop, so it's hard to see a ball when it's coming at you. It's just not a fun place to play.
Especially hard for outfield because we do a lot of, throws in the air and everything. It's really hard to replicate that in here because a lot of times we hit the ceiling.
It's not the funnest. Softball is made for outside. We're supposed to play on grass and dirt, but we play on this pretend floor. I'm not even sure what it's made of.
A problem that moves from the gym to the training room.
I think it's more of our knees and shins probably hurt a little more running inside just because it's not a real grass or anything like that, and it's kind of a fake court.
I mean, it takes a toll on guys' bodies, you know. You see guys coming in early to get some heat or get some ice after practice.
We definitely have a lot more time in the athletic training room when we're in here, just because all of the, running and diving and sliding that we do on this hard ground really takes a toll on our bodies.
The toll it takes on the body is worth the light at the end of the tunnel.
And every time you see that temperature go up and the snow start to melt, you get that little glimpse of hope, and you're ready to go outside and play.